So it's another lockdown and it's back to our daily walk. So we're back for the time being to entertain you and let you know what we're getting up to on our daily walk. Today we are going to have a look at what buds are appearing, and we've got some clay. So if you don't have any clay, you could get a little ball of mud, some plasticine, some Play-Doh, anything like that, and we're going to see if we can collect some different shaped buds to make some imprints. Okay, see you in a bit. So some of our oak trees on our marshes have actually still got their leaves. They've all sort of got a bit crunched up, but you can see the new buds. Also, let me see if I can focus on that one. There you are. See the new buds that are forming on them. As you can see, the different types of buds will tell you the different types of trees. So oak buds are sort of characterised because they have little clusters at the end, as you can kind of see, like this. Cherry trees are also the same, but if we can zoom in, ooh, there you are, you can sort of see there, they've got kind of like little scales in them. And when we work with the children, we often ask the children, what do they remind them of? Meg, what do these remind you of? What do they look like to you?
Dragon scales.
Dragon scales or dragon's eggs, I think I would agree. And they're just right at the end. I'm struggling to get this to zoom in properly. Ooh, there we are. So they look a bit like dragon's scales. So we are going to cut off a few of these with our secateurs and use them for our print. First of all, what we're going to do is just roll our ball of clay into a ball, and then we're going to flatten it down so we can use the surface to make our prints. You don't have to do it this way. There's loads of different ways you can collect your prints. Okay, there we are. So with my oak bud and my clay, I think I'm going to start by making a pattern, maybe in the circle. So I'm going to push it in, peel it out. You could do impressions, or you could use your clay to collect buds. So I'm going to see, it actually looks like claws almost when you do it like this. Almost like that, all the way around in a circle. So that's my oak buds. Another option is actually just to collect the buds by snipping off the buds on their own and making them stay in your clay and create a pattern. So we've got this version where we're making an imprint, and one where we're actually collecting them. So that's our oak buds. Let's see what else we can find. Okay, so back in the summer we used elder quite a lot. If you remember, it's this bark, it's a bit spotty. It's the one we use for hollowing out things. So if we're looking at the buds on these, use that one there, Meg?
Yes.
Okay, so it is, and if we have a look at them on the plant, they're sort of growing out the sides of the elder at the moment. They're not like the ones on the end of the oak tree. These are sort of growing out from the different points where the new growth is each time. So you'll see them all along, and they're kind of curly and purple. What would you describe them like, Megs?
They're kind of like two cups, like kind of pushed together.
Yeah.
And as you can see, they kind of come up and get together in a point.
Okay, so they're a bit different to the...
And they're very dark purple, which
Yeah,
I like.
they are, aren't they? Very, very dark purple. So it's quite interesting to see if you can recognise these different buds here. So that's the elder. Should we use those to make a print?
Yep.
Okay. So you're going to print around the oak leaf ones, are you?
Yep.
Is it leaving a different print? Oh yeah, nice curled shape.
I'm kind of doing it like a firework.
That's a good idea. And we'll do ones where we leave them in, collect them on the other piece of clay. So you can see our two versions. Again, it does look a bit like a firework with the prints, and the one where we're collecting the different ones. We've got our central oak tree ones, and next those purple elder tree ones. Right, let's carry on. So now what you can do is start challenging each other to see if you can guess the tree by their buds. So if we're looking, we found another tree with its buds on, and they are quite long and pointy. What colour are they, Megs?
They're purple.
They're purple, so that starts to give you a bit of a clue. Do we know what it is?
Yes, they are elder.
Yes, we've got those elder buds again. Nice and pretty.
This one
yeah.
has kind of already started to open up. If you have a look, the leaves are kind of starting to open already. And there's one
Yeah.
that has opened, but
Hey.
they just need to grow now.
Ah, yes. Well spotted. Guess the bud, guess the bud. What is it now?
It's an oak. You can see because some of the leaves are still on if you look
Yeah, they are.
closely.
Yeah.
Did you get it right?
Did you get it right? It's like the dragon's eggs. Check out that sunset. Whoa! So beautiful. We love, love, love the long shadows at this time of year. It's beautiful, adding to our walk. So we have got a new bud for you. These ones are really very easy to spot at the moment. They're absolutely huge. And what's different about them, Meg?
They have sap coming out of them.
They're really,
They're really sticky.
really
and
sticky.
Really, really very big. And they kind of look like pine cones.
They do a little bit. It's a
Yeah.
really nice thing to do with your family is actually try and describe the different shapes, and it gives you a good way of remembering them as well. So that's our horse chestnut buds. Sometimes you still get clues on the floor. So all around us under our feet are those very long horse chestnut leaves from the summer and springtime. And now we've got their huge big buds. So we're going to use some of those on our little playthings. Here we go. Another really cool thing to spot about the horse chestnut tree is the areas where the leaves have fallen off. It's called a leaf scar. You can see them here. Megan's pointing out one there on the branch where they have fallen off, and it actually looks a little bit like a horseshoe, even with the little nails. So that's another good way of spotting the horse chestnut when it doesn't have its leaves. There's our two versions. So you can really tell the different shapes of those lovely buds that are really big. Those horse chestnut ones. Looking good.
So this is an ash bud.
I'm having trouble zooming in again, yeah.
You can tell this one apart because it's got black buds, and you can remember it by ash, and it kind of looks like it's burnt. So when you burn things, it creates ashes.
Ah, good way to remember it. Fantastic. Other people think they look a little bit like horse hooves or deer hoofs. Deer hoofs, really. So that's another good way to spot it. Really, really black bud. So it's quite an interesting one to, there we go, zooming in. A good one to be able to spot. They also have really smooth, greyish sort of bark. So a good one to spot at the moment. What's really nice about looking at the things around you a bit closer is you start to spot little bits of wildlife. So we spotted 2 ladybirds here. Seems very early, but there we go. It's brightened up our day. So Willow and Brody are with us today out on our walk, and from one willow to another willow. This is the willow tree, and are the buds appearing on that one, Meg?
Yes, they are. They kind of link and kind of go into the
They're quite
branch.
flat along the branch, aren't
yeah.
they? And
It kind of goes out and then goes up in a triangle.
Okay, so that's one way to spot those ones. So we'll have a go from the willow.
They're kind of like claws.
Yeah, cool, thank you. So the sun is nearly setting. It's the end of our walk, and we have got all our buds collected. Can you remember what they all are? Do you remember the names of them? Got our oak in the middle. We had our long, skinny, purple elder ones. We had our big, fat horse chestnuts, and we've got our ash ones there. I wonder, Meg, can you identify your ones from there?
So
It does make a beautiful pattern.
This one in the middle is our oak one.
Yeah,
This one's our horse chestnut.
yeah, they were the big ones.
This one's our ash.
Ah, yes, like a little hoof, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yeah,
And this last one was our...
elder, wasn't it?
Elder,
The sort
yeah.
of curled
Yeah.
elder, like a claw.
It's
you
hard
said.
to tell with this one though, I think. Yeah.
But it's created
it
a
is.
beautiful shape. So, when you're out on your walk, see what buds you can spot, have a way of collecting them, see if you can challenge each other to remember them, and you can spot them next time you're out on the walk. What's really lovely as well is if you're going on your daily walk in the same area like us, you will get to see the changes as those buds start to develop. Which tree is going to be first? We spotted the elder is already starting to open up to show its leaves. So hopefully you'll be able to spot those in your area. Thank you so much. We're glad to be back. We hope you're well and happy.
Make sure you like and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of our new uploads.
We'd love to increase our YouTube subscribers. It means a lot to us. And thank you for all your lovely comments so far. We wish you all well and we'll see you soon. Bye.
Bye.